I'm with you. Grab my hand. Grab my hand and get up. You got it. You hear me? You got a chance. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what you're going through right now. I don't care about none of that. You got a chance. You hear me? You got the same 24 hours as everybody on this planet. You got a chance. You hear me? I'm supposed to be dead. You hear me? I was the first to make it out outside of my teenage years. I'm supposed to be dead.
Good morning, Pushboy Podcast. Back for another great episode. I'm Sidney Francis.
And I am Duran, original gentleman.
And this lovely lady to my right side.
Are we serious?
Yes, this is my right.
This is our special guest today.
Shanyse Key, owner and creator of Phenom Muse hair salon. How are you doing this morning?
I was struggling to say that name all day.
What, Phenom Muse?
Yes.
Really?
Phenom Muse. No, because nobody told me it. You know, I had to read it. Right? So, and I'm not the strongest, like, just, I was like, Phenom Muse. Muse. But nah, it's dope because I seen the name. It's in the city, isn't it?
No, it's actually,
it's
in Somerville.
Gotcha.
So, how you doing this morning? Tell us.
I am good, I guess. It's kind of early.
It's not really early.
I mean, on Sundays, that's my day, so I kind of practice self-care and I sleep most
It's
of the
actually
day.
the Lord's Day.
Yeah, and he told me I'm not supposed to work. I'm
Amen.
working.
When people say, you know what? When people say the Lord told me, like, did you actually hear him say that, or did you just pull it out of somewhere
Nah,
else?
it's a feeling.
It's just a feeling. Okay.
It's a feeling.
All right.
You know, your gut won't
Because
tell
people always
you.
saying that God told them stuff, and I'll be wondering, like, did they actually hear a voice, or is it just a voice in their head?
So you never heard God?
I've heard of God.
That's it. That's basically what he's saying.
I heard of God, but
No,
So
I've
did
heard
you
of
hear
God.
him?
You've never spoken, and he sent you the message back.
it's the same voice that I hear in my head every day.
Is it your voice?
It's my voice, yes.
He sounds like God.
You're welcome. Yes, we are all gods. All right.
All right. So
Let me ask you one. You know what? since we're here, okay. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go right into it. I'm gonna ask you a question, Ms. Key.
you done got yourself into.
Oh.
So you have two beautiful daughters. I've seen them.
I
Very
do.
nice. You do very well raising them.
Thank you.
They're your children, right?
Yes, they're my
Would you say that they are like you or a part of you?
Rephrase the question. Like me isn't like.
So they have your same blood. They're similar
Yes.
to you,
Yes.
correct? So, and you can in a way you can say they are you, correct?
In a sense, yes.
In a sense, right?
Half
so,
me, half their father. That's
half you.
concept. Half on the
How it
baby.
happens.
Half and half.
That's a half on the baby. You
Right.
know?
So they're part of you.
Right.
They're you, right?
Yes.
So if we call ourselves God's children, wouldn't we be considered gods?
Yes.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. We can move on.
Yeah.
I should have got a coffee.
God's friend. But, so, Phenom, how you say it again?
Phenom Muse.
Phenom Muse.
Phenom Muse.
Or Phenom Muse. It don't matter.
What inspired the name?
So it took me a year to get this name together. Before that, I was Hey Cool Care, which is like super ghetto.
I seen that, right? I seen cool hair. It seemed like what's the boy name? Coke Boss. Munch. Not say Munch.
Munch.
French Montana. French Montana. It sounded like he
French.
opened up a barbershop or a salon, and Hey Coke. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was me. A lot of people don't know that was me though.
Yeah.
Cause I literally took a whole year hiatus off of Instagram, and I curated this name because I needed something that was going to represent me and my clientele. I take this industry extremely serious.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm an artist. Everything that I do is art to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, Phenom came from the word phenom, of course. It basically means like somebody who is of high intelligence, somebody who is artistic, and just a creator, basically. And I felt like that was something that struck a nerve in me, because I was like, dang, like, am I a phenom? Like, dang, I like that. So I had put that word to the side and I played with it for like 3 months. And I was sending like text to my sister, text to my friends, like, do you feel like this sound good? Do you feel like this sound good? And then I had put Phenom on the back burner because I couldn't figure out nothing that went with it good enough. I was like, I'm not gonna do that. And then Muse came along because my good girlfriend Shay, she was like, what about something Muse? And I'm like, no. Because I'm like, what Muse? What? Like, what? She's like, I don't know. I just like the word. And I'm like, nah, I ain't doing it. And then I put everything on the back burner because I was just like, whatever. Like, I'm not really worried about a clientele. I already had a clientele, so it wasn't like I was looking for new clients. So I wasn't really worried about what I was calling myself on Instagram. I didn't care. But then I was like, Phenom Muse one day. And I was like, oh.
That's the sound you do when you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's like when the light bulb go off. Like, they was sitting right in front of me the whole time, and then I had looked up the definition of Muse, and it just so happens that there's somebody who inspires you or makes you want to do something artistic. And I felt like that word embodied my clientele, so I put both of those words together, and it's, Phenom Muse.
I like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. That's my first time actually explaining it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
On Pushboy.
On Pushboy as well.
Exclusive. Oh man, that's what's up.
So okay, you got it.
I got a million questions. Keep
All
going.
right, I want to talk about your product, Flourish. Tell us what that is.
Product in the streets.
Yeah, she got products out there.
So Flourish was like, it wasn't for y'all. Like everybody else, it wasn't for y'all. Like, that was like, I was kind of bullied into that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You were bullied.
I
find that hard to believe because you're
I'm
bully.
5 foot. Stop.
She's a bully. I used to I used to train her, right? And she used to be in the gym like bullying me the entire time. I have a
That's who you
He was hurting me.
Yeah. I know. Trust me.
Okay,
Trust
so
me,
what?
But Flourish is like, that was something I made for my daughter. One day she went to daycare, and I braid my daughter's hair normally like once a month. I haven't been doing it recently, but normally I'll braid it once a month and then, keep it oiled down. But she had individual braids, and then she had braids to the side one day. And during nap time, a little boy was going to the bathroom. He stepped on her cot, and she yanked her head up, and the braid snatched completely out. So my daughter had this huge bald spot, and me being a hairstylist, you just can't. Like, you can, like, your kids have to be on 24/7, or they're gonna chew you up. Like, so.
I never thought about that.
That's how I feel myself walking around without a haircut.
Yeah, it's
Why?
like,
Why
how
you
you,
say hair?
exactly, you know what I mean? So it's like, and my kids don't like getting their hair done. So braiding it once a month was something that, got it done, and it was out of our hair. But that bald spot, like, I couldn't cover it. It was nothing. It was nothing that I could do. And I'm like, something got to bring this back. I can't have no bald baby out in these streets. Like, for real, like, the bald spot was like this big. And like, she got a baby head. So it's like, that's a big part of a baby head. So like, I started just playing with different oils and seeing, what looked good and what smelled good and what would work. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna play with this. And I put like 3 or 4 oils together because it's none of your business what's in it.
What?
Can't do that.
Not until I
No more
patent
exclusives?
it. No, we're actually gonna patent this because we're not gonna let the white man just make all the money.
No J jerking.
So I'm gonna patent my product, so I can't put out all the ingredients, but I did play with about 4 or 5 different oils, essential oils, some herbs. I actually infused the oil because I couldn't find an actual oil for it, like enough that I could actually purchase. Like, it was expensive. So I had to make it on my own. And it kind of like woke up the chemist in me, and I'm like, dang, I could probably,
She was in the kitchen.
I could, I was whipping up, And then my daughter's hair started growing big. Like, just using like different stuff, but then like for a month I'll use this, and then another month I'll use a different formula and see what basically grew in that month.
So it was a complete ball spot.
It was a complete ball spot.
In that time.
It happens to like a lot of people in the hair industry. Their kids become their like practice.
Yes, absolutely.
My son was over around with him chipped up for a while.
Listen.
When I first started,
Listen, only person that won't complain when you mess up.
Exactly.
They just want you to finish. So, yeah, I did that for a couple of months, and I was like, oh shoot, let me show Facebook. You know what I did, because I was proud of myself. You know. And then all these people started asking for it.
is it like a styling oil or
it's an oil. It's not necessarily for styling. Like a lot of people are natural. Feel like it absorbs really quickly, so it don't have to be for like curly girls. You can wear your hair straight. Yes, keep your scalp moisturized. Yes, a lot of nutrients in it, amino acids. Yeah, it's a lot of dry people out here trying to save all the dry people.
Man. So you had mentioned you were 5 foot.
I am. I'm very small.
All right. So like when I started barbering, everybody would look at me like, "No, you 6'5". Why are you cutting hair?" Like, you know what I mean? And I have a problem with the chairs going high enough.
Jesus, and I have a problem with it. I wish my clients could sit on the floor.
I was about to ask you, like, is that a challenge?
Yes, it is. Any client over 5'6",
on the floor?
I'm struggling. No, seriously, I have clients who like naturally know to go like this when I get to the top of their head because they love me. They're like considerate of my tininess. I appreciate them.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you work on a lot of natural?
Yeah, 95% of my clients are natural.
I love a natural shop, like a natural hair, because working just from when I went to the school, working with women's hair is a task
in itself. Yeah.
Like I never want to get in a fight with a hairstylist.
Why?
Because her arms are strong.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Sydney, don't act like you don't know that upper body strength.
Let me tell you something.
You my trainer. You know. I was killing them pull-ups. Don't play.
First time I had to.
I show my shoulders now.
Exactly. Shoulders, you walking around looking like I don't know.
That blow drying that paddle brush, you got listen.
That's a nickname for your salon. You call it the Healthy Hair Headquarters.
Yeah. Yeah, I put health first above everything. Like, I have clients who come to me and they're like, "This is broke, fix it." Basically, like, and I gotta figure out how to fix it. I don't like to use a lot of chemicals. I don't really care for braids with tension. I actually have a braider who is phenomenal. She's absolutely amazing, and she braids without tension. And she just kind of meshes into the family because we both care about hair care, not just the looks of things. So,
hair care is key.
It is.
If you don't take care of it, you can't do nothing with it.
Shoot, it ain't gonna be there to do anything with it.
So how long have you been open now, and where's it located?
So I opened in September. And we are on the White Horse Pike in Somerdale, New Jersey, 409 North White Horse Pike, Somerdale, New Jersey, Suite B.
But all right, so who inspired you to get into this field, and is there anyone that you would say that you look up to in this industry?
Who inspired me? My dad.
Your dad?
Yeah, my dad. He's like Superman. He's like Superman. He was like a barber, but he was like a plumber, and he could like fix a whole bunch of stuff. But I never really I didn't know what my dad did until I was like 18, like for a living, because he literally was good at everything. But I remember when he worked in a barbershop, I was really, really young, and I'll never forget it because it's like when I knew I loved hair. Like I loved the smell of the hair salon. Like when I walked in there, I was the baby, so I got whatever I wanted. So it was like, you get lollipops. It was just like, I loved it, you know? I loved it. And then it was this girl, she was in there and she was braiding, and I was like, I'm gonna do that. Because I was just looking for a female in there just to say that I could be in that space because I loved it so much. So I seen a girl braiding, I was like, that's what I'm gonna do. I was like 5. And I kept talking about it until I was like 8. Me and my mom sat down and she was like, you know, you have a mom-kid conversation. What you want to be when you grow up? I was like, I want to braid hair.
What was her response?
She was like, what? She was like not in like a rude way. She just didn't expect it. Cause you know, like little girls normally be like, oh, I want to be a princess or something like that. Like I knew exactly what I want to braid hair. She was like, what do you want to braid hair? I was like, yeah, I want to braid hair. Let me braid your hair. I don't know what I'm doing, but she let me try. And like she was telling me like how to guide my fingers and all of that. Like, and while she would braid my hair, because I had a lot of hair, so I hated getting my hair done. So I felt every single thing when she was braiding, because every pull and every tug, it was like, this hurt. But what are you doing? Like, I want to know how you're moving your fingers. How are you making this happen? So I felt how she was doing it. And then I put how she told me to move my fingers, put 2 and 2 together. And I'm like, all right, I got this. But then my mom started getting irritated because I was trying to braid her hair before she went to work and church. And, you know, I couldn't really park that well. So it was like, I didn't want my mom to be out there looking crazy. So then I found out that there were mannequin heads. And I was like, it was like Christmas. And my mom was like, where's your Christmas list? I was like, I passed her my Christmas list. It had one thing on it. I just wanted a mannequin head. She got me a bunch of stuff, but I didn't care about it. I just wanted the mannequin head. And from then on, like, I started walking to the hair store because I lived in Sicklerville, so we ain't really have much. Like, it wasn't no corner stores where we could do that. Like, we had to take a hike to go to the hair store. So me and my girlfriends, we would ask our big sisters to take us to the hair store. I get a pack of braid in hair, try to figure out how to add the hair. And like, I really am self-taught. So it's like, I a lot of shit. Trying to practice for real, you know? And then from there, I was like 12. And I started like, my mom was like, oh, she had like an office job. So she was one of them people that like made you do like, you ever heard of Mavis Beacon?
Yes. I heard that. What is that? I heard of it.
So it's like I
did hear it.
Software for your computer. It teaches you how to type and all like computer literacy stuff. So my mom was like real big on that. So I got hold of some like business card paper. And I went into Word. You remember Word or whatever?
Yeah.
Typed up some business cards. Put like my contact information up. Like my mom was pissed, first of all, because they had our address on there. It had the house phone number. I didn't care.
Was it her paper?
Shoot, I didn't care. I don't know whose paper it was.
She was pissed. Like, my paper,
Nah,
my address out there. People be going to my house.
People would be calling my phone. Like, nah, for real. You know, that's how she was. She was like, yo, you really, you know, like, I'm proud of you, but like, people going to see this and they going to want to get their hair done. Are you ready for that? And I was like, yep, and I'm going to make money. And I started taking clients at 12. I started giving them to like people at church and like at school. I used to braid people hair at like lunchtime in school, get paid for it. And people was paying me at lunch.
Do you remember your first client?
My first real client.
First paying client.
My first paying client was this little girl. Her name was Shanyse, right? And I remember this because that little girl was like my little sister. Like, I don't have no little siblings. So she was like my little sister at the moment. And she was like wild and out of control. And like, inner me is very wild and out of control. Hair kind of chilled me out a little bit. So I felt like we had like a bond. So one day I was like, oh, I'm going to do your hair. So the first time I did it for free, but then her mom saw how good I did. And she was like, nah, you can't do her hair for free. I'm going to pay you. So that was like my first client stylist relationship. I love her to death. Like, we're still like Facebook friends and everything. Yeah. She's grown up now. It's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like I'm asking all the questions. Like, you can ask something. I know you probably have something to ask.
Thanks for your permission.
You're welcome. Go.
Just ask you 2 questions.
35 questions.
But have you ever entered into do you go to hair shows?
So, fun fact. I actually used to perform in hair shows. Like, I was an actual model. And that was something that kind of like fueled my artistic side of all of this. Like,
it's very artsy.
It is. I love it. It's like a different world, for real. I modeled in this thing called the Hair Oscars. It was like the biggest hair show in this tri-state area. Like, you know how there's like Bronner Brothers. Like, it was like a tri-state scale,
Yeah.
Bronner Brothers type of thing. It was really, really dope. This is so cool because like I can kind of like tell how like everything comes full circle. So I modeled in this show for this guy Robert. How did I meet Robert? Somebody was asking for like models on Facebook, and like I don't know, I like getting my hair done and being pretty and like you know. So I had talked to this person and they wanted us to walk. Like me and my cousin, we had went there and they wanted us to walk or whatever. And we couldn't walk. Like we was too short. So they called us back to like dance. And I'm a dancer. So I had danced for this guy, Robert. And it was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. Cause like it kind of showed me the artsy part of everything. And then like years later, after like I was working in all these different shops in Sicklerville, I had got the opportunity to work for the person that actually held those hair shows. Like that was my former boss. Like he one of my best friends now.
Was it the guy
Ty Couture? Yep. Yeah. Ty Couture TV. My brother, I love him.
Did you ever start?
Do you mind if I like sit Indian style? It's actually okay. Because this chair is huge.
That's crazy.
This chair is huge, and I feel extremely small in it.
Look like you floating.
No, but this is like my comfortable.
But have you ever took it since you love the art of it, the art of hair?
Yeah.
Have you ever actually went to the competition side of it?
So I don't like to compete. I don't like competition. This is my art. I don't feel like anybody should be able to judge that. But I do showcases. I started out doing this showcase at Stockton. Well, I guess it's university now, but it was from this organization called Hope. And shout out to Equasia because she started that. She's the one who got me. Yes, Equasia Davis. But she's the one who got me into like the hair show thing. Like I didn't think I was ready, so she was like, her and my cousin Shelly, they was like, you can do it. So I'm like, okay. Like, and because there were like bigger names like that were showcasing their work. So I'm like, I just got out of hair school. Like, I don't think I should. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I should be trying to showcase nothing. But if y'all think I got it, you know, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. So I did it, and like the feedback was insane. Because I modeled in shows, I kind of knew what to put out for a hair show. So while people were showing like everyday hairstyles, I had like colors, I had really big hair, I had, you know, poofs and puffs and curls and all types of like fun styles. Yeah, you know what I mean? So like a lot of people was like, yo, that was really hair show stuff. Like I was like, oh, wow. Don't make me cry. Like, so yeah, they kind of like got me really excited. I did stop doing it for a while. I just felt like it was kind of like draining my creativity and my pockets. It's really expensive to, you know, do art for a nonprofit, and I was broke. I was broke. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I couldn't really fund it like that, but I would love to get back to it.
So how did you balance your business and your family life? I know that's hard.
It's real hard. Because they tell you that you can't like have love and mix your business with it. I think that's totally false. It's hard. Like there's a lot of arguments involved because it's kind of like when you have a vision, you need your significant other to see your vision. So there's always a lot of explaining why I'm working late, why I'm up late, you know, making things that like making graphics and stuff that I probably won't even ever use, but I just want to have it in my arsenal because I might need it. You know what I mean? But it was just like me preparing for this. It does cause a rift at home. So it's kind of like the balance is hard because you have to give each side 100%. I have children, so I can't drop the ball over there. Like I have to be at every function, every PTA meeting, every parent-teacher conference, you know what I mean? So I can't, you know what I mean? I can't lack in my parenting and my relationship because I have a dream. Like, regardless of my dream, like, I brought those children into the world. So I have to make sure that I'm always giving 100%. So it may not always be 100%. Sometimes it may be 80 over here, 20 over here, and then I'll balance it out the next week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as long as I'm, active on each part, it's tiring. It is. It's tiring. It's a lot, but I think I'm pretty good at juggling. I'm really good at multitasking. So. I was a single mom for like a year and a half. Yeah, for like a year and a half. That's it. And then my boyfriend came along. He like never went away. Not that I like him. I love him. No, Joe, that's my best friend. Like that's really like that's how we started living. Like that's my best friend. Yeah, he's decent. So it makes it easy because like we have a friendship. So he understands like, all right, she has a dream. Like, let me make sure that. She does what she needs to do. So it's not like real hard, but it is a lot of work. Yeah. Yeah,
because when it's not there, you feel like, listen,
If
you can't support what's going on, I really don't know if you can hang around.
Yeah, for real. That's really how it is. And I think like we even had conversations like that. Like, yo, this is the vision. Yeah. You know what I mean? Right. Like, I'm gonna be a millionaire with or without you. But I love you, and I want you to be a part of all of this. Right. So I need you to understand that this is what we're doing, and whatever you want to do, we're going to do that too. Because I want to make sure that you fulfill your dreams too. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's not all about me. Right. Like, we really are building each other. So I think that's what it really do. It's easy.
Like love.
It's a lot. It's hard, but it's easy. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So another question about the industry.
Ooh.
This is one that's been... kind of, I don't even know. How do you feel about what men are doing now as far as their, false beards and hair?
Hair replacement systems?
Now, as far as business, it's great.
Yeah. I was about to say,
as far as business, it's wonderful. But just do you think it's as accepted as when women do it? Like if you was talking to a dude, like if Sydney's beard, if you was talking to a dude, right? And Sydney's beard
this lace front beard.
And it just pillow, how would I feel?
Like you spent the night with a dude, he just took off his beard and put it on the show. Like how would you feel about it?
I don't really know.
Hold on, 1 second.
Like I'm all for being your true self, but I mean, if like your inner true self is like a lace front beard, then that's what's gotta happen. But we definitely need to have that conversation before you take it off and lay it on a nightstand. Like I'm all for the aesthetic. Like these are not mine. Y'all know that. So when we out in public and one of these joints fall out, you know for a fact, like, all right, she forewarned us. That's not her. So if it fall out, she consent, I'm consent. But if you don't tell me that your face hair is fake and that thing start flapping while we out to dinner,
I just start hanging up.
We have a problem now because you didn't because we can laugh about it if I know about it. Yeah. But if I don't know about it now, I'm looking at you sideways like.
Because they can change the whole. They be bald up here.
Yeah, it changed your whole aesthetic.
They get the hair replacement system, and they got the Steve Harvey joint going on.
Whole different person.
Was that Steve Harvey shit fake? You think? Because that shit was too perfect for too long.
I mean, I could say
it looked like but it looked like maybe he just had his barber in the trunk all the time. Like Hollywood they get the stuff first. You know what I mean? So it's a very good. Don't plant seeds. That's not okay. We can't talk about Steve Harvey's hair. We can't speculate that. Yes, it's fake.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm leaning more towards yes. Now that you brought it into perspective.
Like bald, and then from this right here, this microphone top, to bald.
And then he was slick bald too, like no follicles.
Yeah, like it's gone.
Yeah.
I would just love to see a woman's reaction to a man that takes his hair off at night. Like she don't know. It's like when you the first time you went out with a female and she took that wig off, and you was like, "Whoa, I didn't know." You know what I'm saying? But that's when you did know. But now it's hard not to.
It's hard not to know, right?
You should be educated enough. You should have seen enough wigs to understand what it is. Now, the men's things is new. As far as the way they're doing it now. They fade in.
Like they got crafty.
You know what I'm saying? The art of it is
let me make this very, very clear. Men weaves are the best weaves. Period.
Yeah.
I've never seen
like seamless.
Yo, really? You know what I mean? Like I've seen it's this guy down in Atlanta. I want to say his name is Ty too. It's like the grooming quarters. He does them. He's a beast. I wouldn't even know. Like,
yeah, you wouldn't know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, like, dudes was having like dreads and stuff at the time. Like, yo, I'm dead serious. It's that deep. That's why I'm like, yo, men got the best weaves. These females and their lace fronts ain't got nothing on these men weaves. It takes pure talent. That's why I think it's gonna be more
shocking for the females like when they start.
Yeah.
Like seeing it's like, cause you a whole different dude, man. When you look like a whole different person now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You had a whole box. Now you.
Now you my grandpa.
Now you got a cul-de-sac. Yeah.
You went from gray to Papa.
Right.
I don't understand. I thought we was in love. Like, and then you took
the
the top off. I don't know.
Top off in the beard though.
Yeah, we definitely have to have that conversation first. That's gotta be a discussion from the door.
I would just go straight bald like spaghetti.
Yeah.
Would you get a hair replacement?
No, I wouldn't. I don't know my head. I got a big head, so I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know how I look bald headed.
If I could do it,
you would probably look alright bald headed.
You think so?
Yeah, because I mean you have a big forehead anyway, so it's like you just lengthening it out. You know.
It's smooth all right.
Shots. She said you just be lengthening it out.
She gonna use the hair word too, lengthening it.
Sorry.
We're gonna edit that out. All right, we're gonna edit that part out. Right?
Hell no.
Come on, man.
Keeping everything. Oh man.
Damn.
Wow. Sorry.
It's okay.
But the obviously the business is going well right now. Everything is going okay.
Yeah, I love it.
So we still want to do our thing I told you about before, as far as the hustle.
Yeah, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
You know.
While we're filming.
What?
We can talk about that after.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can. I can definitely.
You remember we talked
drop
about
a couple gems. You know, I don't mind.
Most definitely.
I mean, I'm not nobody important, you know. Not to like withhold, but not to withhold information from anybody that wants to win. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I feel like that's unfair. Like, ain't nobody withhold. Well, people withhold information,
all the time,
but there were people who didn't, who were in better positions than me, and if they can do it and they ain't losing no sleep, they ain't losing a dime. You know what I mean? I'm just, winning in my own right. Why would I not let y'all win in your own? Y'all not going. You know what I mean?
There's something big in the hair industry. People do not want to teach
at all. No, I mean, it's crazy.
You find them that do, but there's a lot who be like,
It's crazy because it's like right now it's like this really, really big battle. Like the people who are really into like the real industry. I feel like there's two industries. There is the industry of professionals, and this is no shade to anybody, but then there's the industry to the unprofessionals, where there's the insta famous stylists who aren't licensed, don't really know much about hair, the chemical makeup of hair, but they living and they doing good for themselves because they can make it look nice. So it's like a battle between actual hair care stylists, and it's not like a battle, but you know what I mean? Like,
I know what you're saying.
You have people who make it look really, really good, and then you have people who make it really, really healthy. So it's like I feel like I teeter the fence and all of that. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Make it look good,
but I feel like the people who are on this end who can make it look really, really good are the ones who are more open to teach. So now that the people are, over here, they're like, dang, we should start teaching. You know what I mean? It kind of like woke something up in the hair care industry. So I think that's really, really dope. But people do definitely need to start teaching hair care a lot more. I feel like if they could combine themselves and teach each other, this industry would be amazing.
It was astounding to me how many African American men that don't know how to take care of their hair.
No, y'all are retarded.
Yeah, I mean, you be like,
yeah.
What do you do? You mean what I do, man?
I brush your teeth.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like, so it's wintertime, your hair, everything is drying out. You ain't got nothing.
Yeah, now I take a shower and I brush it. Yeah, that's... Y'all are strange.
I don't use conditioner. What's that for, man? My mom used to put that in my head. Conditioner helps,
make it soft,
moisturize and do something. And they were looking at you like, nah, man, it's soft, B.
Yeah. Rub my hair
I got
and shit like this, man.
waves or whatever.
Yeah, but it's Definitely need to be taught. It definitely needs to be taught more.
Yeah.
So whenever you're ready to start them dropping jewel classes.
You know, I don't want to charge for that.
No.
Nah,
You
I'm
don't
not.
have to charge. Masterclass.
I don't think I'm gonna do like classes, but if somebody comes to me and they, want to know what's up, like I'll tell them what's up. It don't have to be a class. Like it could just be a conversation.
Yeah.
I'm real personable. Like, just hit me up. Be like, hey, got a question, and I'll be like, got an answer.
Because I've been doing my daughter's hair. I'm gonna call you.
These kids.
I cut it too short one time. She didn't let me touch it for like a year. Damn.
Why? But I'm trying to figure out why'd you cut it.
No. Well, I didn't cut it.
I mean, like,
I trimmed her ends.
but why? Why didn't you just take it to a hair salon? My dad did that to me before.
No. I did it correctly.
No, I'm sure, but you took too much off.
No, I didn't.
She thought you did.
She thought I did.
You took too much off.
She didn't see the damage. She didn't see what was going on.
Yeah, so she wasn't here. See, one thing that I learned is if you give that responsibility to somebody else, you're not the bad guy.
Oh, I don't do it anymore.
Yeah, so you give it to somebody else. Don't do it. Yeah.
I learned.
Yeah, because after my dad did that to me, I was like, bruh, you're amazing, but you're not touching my hair ever again. He gave me the door bob. I was stressed. Yeah, I was stressed.
I mean, she still lets me wash it, blow dry it, flat iron and stuff like that.
Aww,
yeah.
that's so cute.
Let me tell you something. I try to do it maybe once, like every now and then, because it's tiring.
Yeah, upper body shit.
Yeah, it's just all that. It's too much. Like, yo, give me the towel. Let me do this. I'm done.
No.
But my final question is, it's not a question. Well, it is a question, I guess. What advice would you give, someone who's coming up in this industry, who's trying to do the same exact thing that you're trying to do?
Get your license. Get your license.
It's amazing how many people have license.
Yeah, it's so many talented people, especially in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get your license, yo. That way can't nobody take nothing from you. I spent a very long time doing hair without my license. And the minute I got my license, so many doors opened for me. You never realize how much that paperwork mean until you get it. Like, before I got it, I was making money. I didn't care. Like, I was just like, I'm getting thousands over here. I was making a good chunk of change, but I wasn't living to my full potential. Like, why not get my license if I'm this good?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Go to school. I mean, school is a pain in itself, but if you got it, like, it's a breeze because you really can just ignore people. It's normally the people who came to play that's in the mix. If you came to do business, like, hair school's not going to bother you. So go to hair school, get your license, and do big things.
If you don't like book work, I hate it.
I love book work.
I'm not a book person.
I'm a geek.
Yeah. See, I'm more of a, man.
I loved it. I loved everything about it. Yeah.
It was fun, but I wanted it to be over. When I was going through, I was like, please, we have to get over it, get through this. Because I never made money in barbering before I got my license.
Oh, okay.
So I got my license first.
Got you. Then you transition.
But in the middle of it, when you're making money, like you said, you were making money already. Yeah. It's hard to go get your license still.
Yeah. like you really don't have the time. Like, Hey Cold Care was big. Like, that was, I had Cyclaville on. Like, I probably did that's when closures first started coming out. So I was doing them, like, had a lot of clientele. So I was making money, and I was charging a lot because I was in Cyclaville. So I wasn't like in Camden where it was a lot of competition. You know what I mean? So I was down there by myself getting to it. So I was charging like $160 for a sewing. Like, what was that? 5 years ago? You know what I mean? So it's like when people be like, dang, your prices is high. That's because I was charging what y'all charging 5 years ago. Why not give myself a raise? You know what I mean? No, y'all gonna pay for this expertise. I've been doing this for so long. You gonna pay for it.
You sound like Phil.
Yeah, people don't understand.
It's real though.
Yeah. People would pay their doctors. They would pay their mechanics.
Exactly.
They would pay everybody. You know what I'm saying? Hairstylists went to school. Yeah. They licensed. They had to pay for that education. Same thing. Just like a doctor. You don't say, "Well, look, you charged me too much for that X-ray." No, you pay it.
Yeah, you pay it. Yeah, because that's what you said you wanted. You know?
Exactly. Especially when women do hair or hairstylists do hair, they are on your head sometimes for a long time.
Yeah, a couple hours.
You are paying
for my time.
Yeah,
really people think they playing. That's the kicker. Because technically, with my prices, you're paying for all three. Mm-hmm. You're going to pay for your hair. You're going to pay for this therapy session. Mm-hmm. You're going to pay for my time. And you're going to pay for my space.
Exactly.
And then if I have to come into your space, you're going to pay for that extra because I don't like to leave my space.
Because it's comfortable. You got it set up already.
Exactly. So.
Yeah, I'll be watching seeing some of your posts and you be telling some of your clients off.
I don't necessarily. I think people put a demeanor behind.
The ones that's not professional or the ones that's this.
No. I think people put a demeanor behind certain texts that I put out there. I'm never necessarily going off. I like to say I'm informing people, because I set boundaries for what I allow and what I don't allow. Mm-hmm. And when I set my boundaries, the people who want to cross those boundaries understand that, all right, I'm not done with her. So they're turned off. So I don't even have to worry about that type of clientele. Mm-hmm. So if I tell you, you need to pay your deposit in this amount of time, and somebody is not willing to pay their deposit in this amount of time, you can't be my client. Mm-hmm. We can't have a relationship. And I am fine with it because you crossed my boundaries. Mm-hmm. So I'm not telling anybody off because 9 times out of 10, nobody has done it yet. I normally will react to something that's been done to somebody else. And I put it out there and let people know, look, you may have done it over there, but before y'all thought about it, you're not going to do it over here. Because not in mine. You know what I mean?
I feel like I'm in trouble right now.
That's how we read it.
She gave me the mama. I was like,
nah.
It ain't
over here. For real. Nah, because you have to command your space. It's very important because I don't work in discomfort. You know what I mean? I like to work where I'm comfortable. I can be myself. I don't have to worry about anybody coming in to harm me or hinder my growth. Everybody knows where I stand. This is where I stand in my life. This is what I'm going to allow around me. And if you don't qualify for all of that, you can't be around me. And I'm okay with that.
Message.
Because all money is not good money.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Watch who you keep around.
Watch your circle, B.
It's very important. It's crucial. Clients is because you touch them, so I'm transferring energy with you. You know what I mean? So if you got the type of energy that crosses my boundaries, I don't want to touch you, because then I'm bringing that type of energy home to my kids. So nah. My salon's name is Phenom Muse Salon. We are located in Somerdale, New Jersey, 409 North White Horse Pike, Suite B. You can check us out on Instagram at Phenom Muse or at Phenom.SDK. That's PHENOM.SDK. Yeah, I did that right. Huh.
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming through.
Very informative.
And
oh,
I'm about to bring my daughter and wife through the
yeah, definitely. Salon. We would love to have him.
Definitely.
When you going to start working on beards?
Working on beards. Why?
He wants his beard flat iron.
Conditioned.
Treated. I guess I'll do a good enough job.
I mean, I don't really know, what would that even entail? Just wash your face?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's enough money in it. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, not for nothing, but like I said, I got a relationship at home. Guys will probably just be like, yeah, I just want a cute girl to wash my face. Then they cause the problem. Nah, it's not enough.
You are 100% correct.
Yeah, because men are gross.
You coming there with a mustache, like you got a mustache.
Yeah, can you
Usually old men came to the school. The girls cut their hair.
Yes, creepy.
Oh yeah, honey, lean in. Make sure you get this.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tighten the skin for you. Yeah, that used to be
white men.
Yeah. And they love black girls.
Yes.
Yeah, they were strange.
I used to be like, this is sexual harassment.
But they tip really well. Mm-hmm. They tip really well. Yeah.
Well,
on that note, we thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Our special guest,
Shanyse Key, Phenom Muse.
I like how my phone just lit up when you were saying my name, like I was just like, special effect.
There's always people.
Basketball. I'm on the corner with the bass, watching out for the law. I tell my youngin' hand it off, I'ma sit in the car. I used to go visit my dog, now he don't speak at all. I need that Billy and Czar, I don't know what y'all on. I got the mind of a hustler, I tell Camden I'm gone. I give you game long, homie, if your loyalty strong. I'm talking for the people, black people we on. If you ain't trying on your own, then I don't know what y'all on. Mission I'm on to put my family on. I know the feeling of being broken outside being home. Word.
What hardship you been through, I don't care what nobody else gonna say. I'm proud of you. Oh, Wallow, you don't know me. I don't care if I don't know you. I know somebody to know you. That's why you getting this message. Because I'm proud of you. You hear me? You doing your thing. You done went through all you know, I wanted that promotion. You went and got that. I got this idea. You gonna get business to life. Oh, I'm gonna be a better person. I'm gonna get back with my friend. You done that. I'm gonna get back. Oh, I'm gonna put my ego to the side. I know I did wrong. Let me get back with my girl. You done that. I'm proud of you for manning up. I'm proud of you for going after your dreams. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm